Welcome, folks, to Garage Sports Ohio.
Wow. That was loud. That was motivation.
Hey, I missed you, folks.
I'm so confused on life right now.
A lot.
Love you, folks.
Very motivated one. Good job.
Thank you.
Well played.
Thank you.
So,
Caution to people with headphones.
the Dodgers won the World Series.
Yes, they did.
That's
I
big
was
news.
sort of hoping.
4-1.
4-1. Yes, I was sort of hoping they were, and I hope one of the players, their kid, comes out to be okay, and everything's fine with him. My hat's off to you, little man.
Yeah,
I was
congratulations.
really hoping for a Game 7. I really was.
Yeah.
That's really what I wanted. But we got 5 games.
Yeah,
That was it was
Dominant performance.
It was
by the
dominant.
Dodgers.
It was dominant.
really
the
dominant.
Dodgers.
Yeah,
I'm glad Shohei got a ring. I wanted Aaron Judge to get a ring too, but
yeah,
he will.
he will
Yeah.
eventually.
I'll say this, like, the Yankees have always, like, grown up in the area I grew up in and growing up with around the people I grew up
Right.
around. Everybody hates the Yankees. So it is
Yeah.
nice to see them fall.
Well, look at
But-
all the. If you look back, look at all the championships they've won.
Right.
Well, the problem is they should have more.
yeah.
It shows that because they're in a big market, LA and New York, they're both in really big markets. So they're able to pay a lot of money.
Right.
But that luxury tax that they have to pay every year goes to all these other teams, and the other teams just pocket it, so they win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
let's
mean,
just
end of the
say-
day,
let's
it's on
just
the other
say-
teams.
Let's just say this: hats off to the pitching staff.
Yeah.
My goodness, they were pitching really good.
Down 5-0 in the 5th and just spark a huge comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
great.
And this is going to lead into Chuck's fun fact this season.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, boy.
Yep, send it.
Okay. Chuck's fun facts.
All right. So we know that in the last 5 World Series, there has been a person with a specific name in the World Series every year. How many of those World Series has he won? Will Smith.
Two.
No.
All 5.
Oh, yep. I was going to say 5.
The last 5 World Series have had a person named Will Smith winning
Oh,
the championship.
damn it.
Yeah, but there.
I think I remember.
No. One was
They're different people.
yeah.
One's a catcher, one's a pitcher.
Yeah.
But their name is Will Smith, and they won the World Series.
One was the dad and one was the son, wasn't it?
No, I don't think they're related at all.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
That was a trick question.
Take that, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Wow.
The other Will Smith slapped the shit out of him, remember?
Oh,
I love Chris Rock. I
Yeah.
do. but-
so do I. I love Chris Rock.
I like Will Smith more.
Oh,
He's been more part of my childhood than
Prince.
Chris Rock.
Fresh
well,
Prince
Chris
and all that.
Chris Rock
Not-
was a
not-
funny comedian. I do got admit.
No, but Will Smith's been more of my childhood than Chris Rock. Fresh Prince, Independence Day, Men in Black,
You keep going. He's
You-
Will
you
Smith. He's
keep
got a long
going.
resume.
I Robot.
iRobot. Yeah.
Shit. There's so
I
many
Am
more.
Legend,
Yeah.
which was a terrible adaptation of a book that was actually good.
Yeah.
Even more recently, there's new episodes of Fresh Bel Air that
Yeah.
we haven't even watched.
We need to fix that. It's a drama. It's
Mm.
okay.
It's a drama that recently came out.
That's set in the setting of Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
Ah.
But all things considered,
Yeah.
that's my fun fact. That's it.
Okay.
It's a good fun fact.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
It's great.
It got us talking about Will Smith, which is weird.
Yeah. And this is
Hey,
sports.
tangents. Who cares? Hey, Will Smith played basketball.
Well, in fairness,
Bel
Pops
Air.
doesn't want to talk about sports today because he sucks at picking the winners.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
Called him out.
call them out real quick. Let's just bring up the NCAA records. Boop.
I stink. I'll admit it. I had some terrible downfalls, but hey, who says you can't come back?
Right. We got a nice tight race in the college football run. Um, let's talk about our player of the week for college football. And
I
this
think
hurts a little bit.
I think it's unanimous though.
See,
It
folks,
is.
I left all the MVP and all that to Chuck and Brandon because they know everything and they know the guys and everything. So that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, our pick is unanimous for MVP.
Yeah, and it's Travis Hunter.
It's hard to deny. I just hate. I I am a huge fan of Ashton Genty,
Yep.
and
He had a
he's
he had a bye week this past week.
Yeah.
Well, no, he had an off week. 33
Well,
carries
yeah,
for
off.
120 yards or something.
I hate
Off week.
that's a great day for any other running back,
But it is not for Ashton Genty.
and
Yeah.
he's still on pace.
Yeah, he is. He's a
Yeah.
phenomenal back. We're not denying that. But 9 catches for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Travis Hunter.
it is
That is
unanimous. I'm
really
not.
good for a running back.
A wide receiver.
Or a wide receiver.
Well, a corner.
Let's see, what was his what was his
I don't know what he
average?
is. 17 yards.
17 yards
A catch.
a catch. Phew. That
Oh,
is that is pretty good.
I'm not-
You can't back that down.
I'm not. It's
No.
unanimous. I'm giving it to him.
Yeah. I struggle with, Travis Hunter because he's playing both sides. He's playing on defense, playing on offense. The guy's phenomenal. Hell of a talent.
But
Oh yeah.
Where I struggle,
We
is-
haven't seen talent like that, Chuck, since Charles Woodson. Yeah, because he played both ways. He played offense
yeah,
and defense.
we know that.
but not as explosive as Travis Hunter or like a Deion Sanders.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I like Charles Woodson. Definitely, I mean, phenomenal player. Take nothing from him, and he took it to the NFL as well. I'm worried about Travis Hunter and how this will translate going forward
Oh, into the
into
NFL.
the NFL. And
Right.
I'm the guy that I look forward into when they're going to be in the NFL. What position is he going to play? Is he going to still try to do this because he's not going to do it that
No,
well? at that
I
level?
don't. Not both ways.
My problem is he's really freaking pushing that to win the Heisman.
Yeah, he is.
He's really pushing it down your throat, and I feel like that's the only reason he'll win the Heisman because he's really hammering that. He did it in an interview to downplay Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The idea of 25 carries. Well, if they got me the ball 25 times, how many yards would that be? That's not a good argument when you're talking wide receiver to running back first and foremost. Because a wide receiver who averages under 10 yards a catch is a lot different than a running back averaging 10 yards a touch.
Which he does.
Right.
The huge difference. And you're downplaying a guy he's on pace to beat Barry.
Yeah. Barry Sanders' record in '88.
And you can't downplay that. It's
No.
Barry.
No, that's
And
Barry
Genty
Sanders.
is the guy, in my opinion, all day, every day. But Travis Hunter had one hell of a showing.
Yeah.
I won't.
He is a great player. I will
Oh,
never
yeah.
take anything from
No,
him.
I won't either.
Player of the week.
Player of the week.
Okay. Player of the week.
Now we'll dive into let's talk about the wins and losses we had. Pops, you took Illinois to beat Oregon. That didn't happen. That's the big difference there. Notre Dame beat Navy. We all had that. We all had Alabama beating Mizzou. We all had Texas beating Vandy. Pops took Texas A&M to beat LSU, and they did. Pops took Nebraska to beat Ohio State, and that didn't happen. We all took Bowling Green. We all took Toledo to beat Bowling Green. We
That
failed
didn't
on that one.
happen. Yep.
But we all took Michigan to beat Michigan State. We all took Colorado to beat Cincinnati. And we all took Indiana to beat Washington.
Speaking
Yep.
of that Toledo BG,
Wow.
what did you do to your girlfriend when they won? When BG won? You want to tell them about that?
I just started texting her like, "Hey, how about that game?" She's a graduate from UT, and she has season tickets to all their games. And I like giving her a hard time because
Hey,
I'm a
I
BG
tell you
guy.
what. I tell you what.
They
I never thought Mom would ever watch football.
Yeah,
But Mom watched the BGUT game.
Well,
Wow. It was a good
She
game.
did. She watched it with me upstairs.
Wow. Can you believe that?
And mom, matter of fact, is a BGSU alumni.
yeah.
And she was rooting for BG to win.
And it happened.
And it happened.
Yeah. BG played a really good game.
It drives me crazy. And there's one thing, because when we were watching the game, it was driving me nuts. They kept saying Bowling Green Falcons. Stop it. I don't like it. It doesn't sit well with me.
It's
Why
Bowling Green.
does it fit well with you, Chuck?
No. It's Bowling Green State.
Well, it's Bowling Green State University.
But they,
Falcons.
but they were just
the
saying
Bowling Green State University Falcons.
Yeah, they were saying Bowling Green Falcons. It doesn't flow right. I don't like it. I hate it. It's outrageous. Stop it. It's BGSU.
It's like calling. It would be like calling Ohio State Ohio Buckeyes.
Yeah. You're leaving out the fact
Yes.
that it's a state university and it's driving me crazy. That's all.
Well,
It just drives me nuts.
There's a lot of little things that drive him nuts.
I'm quirky.
every little thing drives you nuts, Chuck.
I'm quirky. Leave me alone. It's okay.
He's got his quirks.
I got my quirks.
Hey, I got an idea.
What's that?
Nolan was his game. His buddy,
Joel?
Joel. Hey, Joel.
Joel messes with my quirks constantly. Constantly.
Oh my god.
Keep on going, son.
Oh, he does.
He does. He will never stop. Joel is a menace.
Well, Joel can just keep on going.
He will forever.
Ever.
Keep going,
Ever.
Joel. I give you permission.
I do sometimes. Not all the time. No, I check
Keep
the
him on
volume
his
on your TV.
toes.
I already did.
Keep him on his toes.
It's good.
Joel.
It's 25.
Oh, okay.
And it's muted.
Oh, I play without. I play without sound. So
All right. So let's get into our picks for this week.
that's
We got Ohio State, Penn State.
Man, I'm
Ed,
telling
you want to start it out, Dad?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this was a really tough pick. You got two teams in the Big Ten that are really, really tough.
Yep.
I mean, their offense is good, their defense is good. It's going to be a close game, but I'm going to say Ohio State.
Yeah. I agree. I think I'm gonna go Ohio State as well. Points per game wise, Ohio State has the edge.
Yep.
The only question I have is can we finally open holes for the run game? And we've been struggling all year with
And
that.
I believe you can.
If we could do that,
and your defensive line has got to step up.
they did the past game.
The past couple of games, yes, you got two good DNs that are stepping up.
We got good D tackles too.
And
We got good linebackers. We got the defense. We just have it. We have to execute.
yeah,
If we don't execute, we are going to get hammered.
yeah. If you don't go 1, 2, 3, 4 out, then you're going to have problems. But if you execute on offense and stay up with Penn State, I think you guys will have a chance. I don't think that you can't bear mistakes.
No mistakes.
Yeah, not against Penn State's defense, but I think also you got to Ryan Day's got to think smart,
Yeah,
not stupid.
yeah.
That's one main key in this game.
This might be the most. This might be the best Penn State team I've seen in years,
Yeah, yes,
and it's scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could see.
absolutely.
I can see us losing, but not by much.
But I can also see Ohio State winning
Yes.
because their offense is based on the run game and your pass game.
But we have to open the holes.
I know your offense has got to create holes for your running back.
We have two good running backs.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
But
And
we just can't open holes for
your
them lately.
defense has got to be demanding, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. and and they got to be able to stay in that man-to-man defense. You can't let those receivers fly by you.
Well, no, Denzel Burke definitely has been struggling in the past weeks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
I will say I'm taking Ohio State is simply based on the fact that I don't think the two QB set that Penn State has been playing around with
Yeah.
is going to work in a major game.
Yeah.
I don't
True,
think it's going to
true.
pop off the way it has,
100%. Yeah,
work the way it has
right.
in the
Look at
past weeks. And I think because I feel like the rhythm between your quarterback and your receivers is so important. And I think you take a lot of that away when you're swapping in and out with quarterbacks. And I've been a
Mhm.
big advocate of wanting to see more of that in college football
Right.
in the past. But
Absolutely,
when you're
100%.
talking these big matchups, if Penn State sticks with one quarterback, I think they can definitely edge out the Buckeyes. But I think
Yeah.
that if they continue to swap in and out, I think Drew Allard's the guy.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I think he's the guy that you need to leave in there. But you keep swapping in and out with these two different quarterbacks, there's a tell there that comes with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, look at Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
When they swap in Orgy,
You know they're running.
you know they're running.
Right. But I don't think they swap out anymore, do they?
I don't think they do
I think
anymore.
Orgy is the starter.
But when they did, you knew that he was running.
Right.
Right. Absolutely.
So I think that's going to come back and haunt Penn State a little bit. I think there's going to be a few more mistakes on the Penn State side, and I think that's where Ohio State's going to take it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Um, what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just seen
Go
you
ahead. I'm sorry.
add the check mark, and I'm like, wait, what?
No, we already talked about
Okay.
it. So
Okay. So we got Florida, Georgia next.
All
Florida,
right.
Florida, Georgia.
I think, in my personal opinion, Georgia's not going to lose two games.
No.
Georgia's not going to fall again. They're going to definitely make a big push to go to the
Playoffs.
SEC championship.
Yep.
I feel like Georgia's a team that could lose three games and still make the playoff. But
Right.
I feel like Georgia itself, I think they're going to make the push to try to make that SEC championship now because the door's open.
Well,
But
no. Hold on.
I wouldn't count out Florida though. I wouldn't count out Florida. They got a pretty good defense.
Oh, they do.
Not bad. Their offense
But-
is needs some help.
No, I want to.
Go
I
ahead,
think
Brandon.
I think Georgia's going to stop.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
excuse me. I think Georgia's going to stomp out Florida, but you still have people in the SEC who are have a better record than Georgia.
Right.
LSU, A&M, and Texas.
Right. Right. Absolutely. 100%.
And so I don't know if they'll make it to the SEC championship.
Yeah,
Then-
the SEC is a really tough schedule this year, right along with the Big Ten and other conferences is pretty good. But the two big games or the two big series, I think, is going to be the SEC and the Big Ten.
Oh yeah, I mean those are the powerhouse conferences at the end of the day. I think it's going to be a long time before we see another conference win the playoff.
Right.
I think when you look at just the sheer amount of teams that are in these two
Absolutely.
conferences and the amount of powerhouse teams that are in these two conferences, it's hard to
100%.
deny any of them.
Right.
I mean,
Absolutely. Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
Army's undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they
What-
could do it?
No,
No.
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 No. No.
I think Army's very one dimensional. I think you put them up against a top 10 team, they're going to fall.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
It's unfortunate. I
Yeah.
love seeing what Army and Navy have done this year, but at the end of the day, I definitely think that they're going to fall
Don't get me wrong.
in big games.
Don't get me wrong. I love the wishbone.
Yeah.
But it's not going to work against a top ranked team.
When you're running wishbone and full
It's-
house constantly, and you're just rocking on the triple option all day, every day,
Yeah.
I think you don't have enough going on
But
to be able to stand up to these big teams like Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, Penn
Right.
State, Oregon, Indiana.
But the crazy thing is they've been doing it for years and still win games with it.
Yeah.
And people like Ohio State, Georgia, and all them don't really see it a lot.
They yeah,
So
that's what they don't like playing them because they do run to the
So
wishbone.
do you, in other words, do you think it would catch them off guard?
It
all?
might.
Not enough.
Not enough.
No, because you can always go into halftime and
I don't-
correct.
Well, that, and I don't think it'll catch them off guard enough because I don't think they'll be good enough
It's fair.
at other things because they focus so heavily on that.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely, 100%.
But that being said, we're all taking Georgia here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go to Pitt SMU.
I have Pitt.
I also have Pitt.
I'm taking SMU.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I mean, SMU's been very surprising this year. Pitt, obviously, a better program than SMU, but I'm looking for the upset here for sure.
That's fine. Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, you know, you are leading all of us.
I know I can afford to take the chances.
Listen to this,
Oh,
folks. He
wow.
thinks he could take a chance. But if we win, he goes down.
Damn, that means I'll be tied with the guy that I always look up to for college sports. That works for me.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, that's for you.
I try to. I've been struggling this year, y'all.
I've been struggling big time this year, y'all. And
But it's been such a crazy year.
it has, most definitely. I never thought Indiana would be undefeated.
That's one of
Right?
them.
And
Illinois, 2-loss team.
Yeah.
Illinois
That's
has
crazy.
been coming out
V-
strong.
Vandy beating Bama. I mean,
Zero
Yeah.
undefeated teams
Yeah.
in the SEC.
0. Yeah.
Yeah, 0. But here
Crazy.
comes the Big Ten, and Indiana is the only undefeated team in the Big Ten.
No, that's
It's
false.
Oregon.
There you
That's
go.
false. Oregon.
Thank you.
Oregon and Indiana is the only two teams that are undefeated in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But my thing is, why isn't Indiana up in the polls?
I mean, they are ranked.
They are ranked, but not high enough.
But when it comes to rankings, there's a lot of, I mean,
A lot of teams who
it drives me nuts
It
because
does.
undefeated teams don't get the love unless they are a big team.
yeah.
And Penn State's undefeated too.
Well, Penn State, yeah.
Well, Penn State's
No, I think they lost one.
No.
Penn State has not lost one yet.
Oh no, they're not. They're third
They're-
in the nation.
they're
That's right.
undefeated.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, Penn State.
Penn State is a big enough team to where they can respect that
Yeah.
and
Right.
put them up there.
Right.
Indiana, they don't respect it because, well, they don't normally go undefeated, so I don't think they believe the hype. And I think that's why
Well, I'm
they're not
sorry to
giving them the
say-
respect they deserve.
I'm sorry to say, I think Indiana looks pretty strong, if you ask me.
I think it started with the coaching. The coaching change.
The coaching staff is outstanding in Indiana.
Well, I think the big thing that we got to think about is when it comes to college football, you have things called dynasties with Alabama, Georgia, you got Ohio State, you got Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan got a lot more love than they deserved when they were
Right.
still ranked with 2 losses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you look, it goes both ways. So
Right.
when you are a high powered school,
Right.
you get a lot more love than when you're a mid tier or a lower tier on that high end scale like Indiana.
Right.
So Indiana's not getting all that love because they are that lower tier of the upper echelon.
Absolutely.
I think it'd be like if Rutgers went undefeated. I
Yeah.
don't think they would believe that. The hype in that.
Rutgers could be 8-0 and not be ranked. Like
Right.
Army and Navy, bottom barrel when they were two of the final 10 undefeated teams left. Like
Right.
you got, let's say Kennesaw State for fun because they're the newest team in the NCAA
Right.
in the BCS
Right.
or the college football playoff, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
D1. If Kennesaw State was to be undefeated right now,
Uh-huh.
which they're far from, but if they were,
Right.
they wouldn't be ranked.
Absolutely 100%.
They have no past, no history. There's nothing
Right.
there to show. Plus, when you when you add in the fact that who's Indiana played, they really haven't played any high-ranked, high-powered teams yet.
Mm,
No,
So they haven't.
no, they haven't.
Yeah, they haven't
Not
beat
yet.
the upper echelon yet. So once
they.
when they go to face Ohio State, if they win that game, I think they do jump
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
in a big way.
big.
Oh yeah.
If they lose that game, I think they drop out
Right.
because again, they are that low tier of that upper echelon.
Right. But it still gives them a chance for a bowl game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean,
I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
they already have 6 wins by now.
Yeah,
right.
there's
But I
there's a
think-
lot of teams that are in bowl games. I'm gonna say this just for fun, because it makes me laugh a little bit, simply because they won the national championship last year. They're one of the few Big Ten teams that aren't bowl eligible yet. Is Michigan?
Oh yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's just rebuilding season for Michigan, and
They got a lot of work to do.
they got a lot of work to do.
A lot
Yeah.
of a lot of rebuilding with the coaching staff and everything else. They
And-
got to
and
figure
they-
things out.
Yep.
And they're constantly in the spotlight due to the fact they just won the national championship.
Right.
So there's a lot of added pressure to the players, and I don't think they can
Yeah.
handle it right now.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's it.
And you had a quarterback retire.
Yeah,
last week.
yeah.
I think it was Tuttle. His name.
Yeah, Tuttles. He retired because of
I don't remember what it was though.
That's weird.
his throwing arm.
What was it?
Yep.
Okay.
He had to do surgery on his throwing arm, and they don't think he can be able to come back to it from it.
Yeah, I just saw that he had.
Sorry, son. That is a real tragic thing.
So then we're gonna pick Kentucky versus Tennessee.
Ooh, I had.
Kentucky's tough.
Kentucky is a tough team,
Oh,
but Tennessee is just better.
Tennessee's offense.
Kentucky is a scary team.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
kind of like Auburn.
I think Kentucky's the new Auburn.
I think they might be, but
Mm.
I just think Tennessee is better.
Kentucky played Georgia so well. Like they're hot. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I can't go away from good old Rocky Top.
I can't either.
Home sweet home to me.
Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
So definitely give me the Vols as well.
Yeah.
Give me the Volunteers.
I think it's going to be a hard fought game. I think it's going to be tooth and nail. I think we're looking at a 1-score game for sure.
Isn't this a rivalry also
It is.
between Tennessee and
I
Kentucky?
think it is.
I'm not positive. I know they're bordering states, so
I
good
think
chance.
it is a good rivalry. Yeah, I think it is a rivalry.
I think it is.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not-
it should be.
I think it is.
And then we got Vanderbilt versus Auburn.
All right. Well,
Well,
my friends, I have Vanderbilt. I don't know if that's a if it's an underdog or I don't know, but
I don't know if it's an underdog or not, but
but
I also have Vandy.
I'm taking the upset here, guys.
you're taking Auburn.
Give me Auburn, baby.
What?
Heck
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's go.
let's
He's
go.
gonna lose
He's
two
gonna lose
of them.
two already.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Get
go.
2 games up on
Let's
you.
go.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I think it'll happen. I
Do
think
it.
Vandy's tough.
Vandy's
Hey,
a
we
tough.
can't all be like you and veer away from the pack and lose it all.
You are a
Ooh.
pack.
You're a 6-pack.
Then we got Oregon and Michigan.
Oh,
I feel like
I-
this one's too easy.
I feel like this one's also too easy. Man, I love my Wolverines, but can they be able to stop Oregon and that offense?
I don't know.
And Oregon's defense is
Defense is good.
rocking. That
Offense is
defense
fast.
is rocking.
Head coach knows how to find loopholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's true. So
that's crazy.
I'm sorry.
I commend him for
I'm
that.
sorry,
Absolutely.
Michigan.
Huh.
But in order to beat Chuck, I got to pick Oregon.
That's not going to work because I'm taking Oregon.
I'm taking Oregon.
Yeah, give me the Ducks all day.
And it's not because
Quack, quack.
it's only because of the talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the talent level. It's the Michigan's in shambles right now, realistically.
Yeah.
They're struggling with their identity. When they do have their identity, it's because they have an early lead. Without an early lead, Michigan's just not going to win games. Um, it is what it is. They don't have the team to make the big comeback.
And I hate to tell you, I think what Michigan's problem is struggling in is the running game. They need to set Donovan down one game and start uh,
Clell Mullen.
Columns,
Mullings.
Mullings.
Clell Mullings.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
he's a
And
good one.
potentially,
Mullings is a big dude.
I just think that you don't have the line that you did last year.
yeah, I think
we
that
don't.
plays a huge
We
role.
don't. We lost about half of our O linemen
I
in the
know
draft.
I know that.
And we're starting freshmen, and
You just got to work real.
you know how hardball really worked on that offensive line.
I just think you need to
And
sit down in the recruiting trail and really get back to the old line
no, this is what I think.
because
And I blame
that's your bread and butter.
nope. This is what I'm blaming. I'm blaming the coaches. I'm blaming the offensive coach lineman, because the reason is man, look at last year how phenomenal we were blocking.
You've had
You had
how-
better. You had a better
you had
talent.
a better
Yeah,
O line.
but there was freshmen in there too.
No, not
There
really.
was a couple of them.
No,
No.
you had a transfer from Virginia Tech at center who was already proven. He was already good.
Yeah,
And
You
then
had majority of them were juniors and seniors that went pro
yeah.
right.
last year. So majority of your O line was veteran
Mhm.
when it comes to college. So when looking at the O line you guys had last year, you had nothing but veteran help. It's like the Cowboys in the '90s when they had veterans in that O line, and they
Right.
were phenomenal.
Right.
And then when you lose those veterans, you go on a 30-year slump. Well, that's my experience. Maybe not in Michigan.
Oh, good old Larry Allen. Oh, I love that guy. Larry
Uh,
Allen.
But I think Michigan's definitely they're going to struggle the rest of this year. I
Mhm.
don't think they're not going to do anything. I hope they make a bowl game by winning one more game.
I do as
I
I think
well.
it
do
works out
too.
well for them.
Yeah.
I think they lose that bowl game,
Oh yeah.
depending on who they get put up against. There's a good chance.
Yeah.
And I think next year, I think they're going to struggle still, but I think they're going to be
Better.
improved on
improved.
this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a 7-8, maybe a 9-win Michigan team again,
Yep.
Yeah.
and be happy to have them in the Big Ten. Whereas right now,
Mhm.
they're I could live without them being in the Big Ten because
Michigan.
they're
Yeah.
making the Big Ten look bad at the moment. But again, it's a rebuild.
Yeah.
I get it.
The rebuild season.
But that's the nature of college football is you don't get time to rebuild.
No.
No, you don't.
You take over and go.
Yeah.
Ryan Day had to do it. Urban Meyer had to do it. Jim
Yeah.
Tressel had to do it. You can
Yeah.
keep going back in time when you're talking about head coaches for Ohio State.
Yep.
We can get into Alabama. They shouldn't have 2 losses just because they lost their head coach.
Yeah.
You have to just jump in and go. Look at
Yep.
Georgia; they're running.
Yep.
You're talking dynasties. When you're a big team like Michigan,
Right.
you cannot go through this kind of rebuild,
Absolutely. 100%.
especially not after winning the big one.
Okay. I'm gonna change the subject.
I don't know. Alabama hasn't really had a rebuild.
They haven't, but you can't lose 2 games when you got a new head coach. You just can't. And that's the only reason because they still have all the talent.
Right.
You don't.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
Ohio
And-
State hasn't really.
And you can't really blame.
That's what I'm getting at.
You really can't blame Michigan for having a new head coach, because he's not really new. He was a
Right.
coach last year for 4 games.
6.
Well, really 6.
Yeah.
And he knows how to coach.
Right, which is why this rebuild's unacceptable.
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
But
But
you still have.
you still do have to blame Hardball at some point.
Yeah, because he
Because
didn't.
when you're up in that big league,
He gave up on recruiting for the future
right? Absolutely. And
at some point. He
and
had to.
you
Either
start-
that or you had a lot of transfers as soon as Harbaugh was gone.
and you start the freshmen that are there to get that experience.
Yeah.
You cycle him in.
Right. Absolutely.
But with that play style, that run heavy, let's ground and pound and eat the clock, you can't because you don't get up by two, 3 scores. you can't really cycle in your lower end players to get them the experience because this game's still in hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yep.
And until Michigan has a 3-score lead, you're not putting in your backups until you got at least a 21-point
Spread.
spread
Absolutely.
because the comeback's there.
And that's what Ohio State had last year. They had those big spreads. Well, let's just bring in our freshmen and give them experience.
Well, that's what's done for Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon.
Yep. And that's how they're up top.
Oregon, they got Dylan Gabriel as a transfer.
Yeah.
He was already proven for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right.
So
What is it with Oklahoma quarterbacks leaving Oklahoma and doing really well?
Yeah.
there had to be something going on.
Yeah.
Something strange.
Something.
Seems like an Oklahoma thing to do.
Their head coach,
Yeah.
I think it's Mike Variable.
Mike
Variable?
Mike Vrabel?
Yeah.
Vrabel, yes. Yes.
Is it Variable?
Did he leave the Titans?
No,
might.
no. God. It was Clemson's old coach. What is his name?
Hang on, I got it. Just keep talking. About something else.
What is his name?
I'm getting it. Talk about something else.
Because he was a coordinator for Clemson
Right.
with Dabo Sweeney,
Oh,
Yeah.
Thomas Venables.
Brent Venables.
Brent Venables.
Oh, he goes by Brent. Okay.
Yeah.
His name's Thomas, though.
Brent Venables.
Hey, there's another
Yeah.
fun fact. Brent Venables isn't his real name. It's Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
It's Thomas.
Thomas
name's
or
Thomas.
Brent Venables.
Brent's his middle name. He goes by his
Brent,
middle.
but he goes by Brent. That's his middle name. Yeah.
But there
Yeah.
has to be something going on there for them to just go, "Meh,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Another fun
Yeah.
fact. Mac Jones, his name's Mike.
Don't do it to me. You haven't done it in a while.
Oh man.
You know what's funny about Mike Jones?
Oh man.
Don't do it, please.
Okay. That'll be nice.
Oh, you could do it. I don't care.
All right. Mike Jones got the tackle in 99 Super Bowl at the 1-yard line to stop the Tennessee Titans. But the real fun part about that is the Tennessee Titans beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 3 times that year.
Yep.
Jaguars
Well,
had 3 losses.
Yeah.
All to the Titans. That is all.
Ridiculous.
That is the biggest fun
I
fact
hate
I
to
could
tell
have.
you.
Dude.
I hate to tell you, folks.
You fucking
That
moron.
is nothing but digs my son Brandon down. He hates it.
That's part of the reason why I don't like the Tennessee Titans.
That is the heart of the rivalry right there.
That's just the NFL. You get rid of a player, another team picks him up, and then you're gonna
What?
suffer.
No, that's not what happened at all.
No,
No.
no.
All 3 losses came to the Tennessee Titans that year.
Yeah.
All
So
the
they
way to
were
the AFC
14-2
championship.
in the regular season, losing twice to the Titans, made it to the AFC Championship, getting ready to go to the Super Bowl, and they had to face the Tennessee Titans, where they lost again.
I bet you Brandon was. Oh, I don't want to play this team. No way.
I mean, he was 7. I don't
I
think
was
he.
7.
7 years old.
Yeah.
I was a Browns fan back then.
Oh yeah, you were.
Well, that didn't go
What
any
happened
better.
to that?
What happened to that?
What happened to you liking the Jaguars and the Browns?
I didn't.
He never liked the Jaguars and the Browns. When we were younger, our older brother passed away. He was a big Steelers fan. Brandon
Yep.
made the switch to Pittsburgh,
Yep.
kind of following in his older brother's
In
footsteps.
all
Yeah.
honesty, I didn't have an NFL team. I just rooted for everyone I knew.
And then it kind of went away. He didn't care about pro football. He cared
Well,
more about college. And then
Let's just say
he
the
just
only
started rooting for
reason
Jags
why-
all the time.
the
I just
only
picked a
reason
team.
why Brandon was a Steeler fan. Man, do I gotta say the dude's name?
Heinz Ward?
Nope.
Jerome Bettis?
Nope.
Plexico Burris.
Nope.
Troy Polamalu.
Nope.
Troy
It's Troy
Polamalu.
Polamalu.
Who was the quarterback for the Browns, or for the Steelers?
I was not a fan of him.
Big Ben?
I was not a fan.
Nobody
hated
liked
that.
Big Ben.
I didn't like.
I
that
was a
dude.
Troy Polamalu fan.
No, so was I. I didn't like the
Re-
Steelers, but that Troy Polamalu as a safety for the Steelers, my God, he was so
I didn't
fast.
care where he lined up. That
I-
dude played all positions on defense. I think you could have plugged him in at D tackle and he would have thrived. The dude was a
My-
monster.
Dude, he was so fast you couldn't see him come off that at D line.
No,
He was so fast.
He just jumped
Bro,
over.
oh, do you,
Bro,
do
I
you know the
mean, I
story?
watched him one game. He jumped over a O lineman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you,
And it was a Browns game. And I'm going, what? Did you see that, Brandon?
hey, did you see the Pat McAfee show when he was talking about Troy Polamalu?
Yes.
He lined up. They were going to go for a fake that was always hit.
Right.
And that's because Pat McAfee would snap it and run through a certain hole that nobody was ever there.
Right.
And when he lined up to take the snap, looked up at the hole, and
Right.
Troy Polamalu was standing there. The one time somebody covered the hole.
I
He's like, nope, you're kicking it. You're kicking it. I don't, nope, you're kicking it.
God, if I see Malu right there in front of my face, I would freeze. I would not have been able to kick the ball.
Which is just about
It was
exactly
like,
what he
oh my
did.
God,
There you
please
go.
don't go fast. Don't
There's a
hit me.
question for you.
Please don't hit me.
There's a question for you guys.
There's a question.
If you were running a fake as a kicker, who would be the one person you would call would
History or now?
any at all?
Can I have 5?
Can I have 2?
I just got one.
Go for it.
Ray Lewis.
Absolutely. That was one of my questions.
Lawrence Taylor,
Troy Malu.
That's fair.
Ed Reed. And can I have Patrick Willis on top? And there's my 5.
Here's my other one. Here's my other one. Who was that 49er safety?
Rodney Lott.
Ronnie Lott. Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. He'll miss me because he tried to grab me with his pinky.
That dude hit like a beast.
That dude was a monster.
Brian Urlacher.
All right, there's another. I guess we need 10.
Refrigerator Perry.
I don't know. I feel like I can run around him.
Not if you're going
No.
up the same hole as him.
Let me rephrase.
John-
I can't. I'm slow. But
Let's just say Dick Baucus.
Mike Singletary.
Really?
You really want to do this shit?
we could keep going. Guys, it's not a competition. Football. State.
Oh,
Indiana.
Indiana.
That was a no-brainer. Air Force Army.
Army.
Biscuit. Minnesota, Illinois.
Illinois.
I don't like this, guys. By the way, I know I haven't said it. I'm taking Indiana, Army, and Illinois. All right. This one could be tough. University of Massachusetts versus Mississippi State.
Give me those Mississippi State.
It's the Ag Bowl, baby. And that is why this game's on here.
Mississippi State.
Give me Mississippi State. I had to think about it.
Damn it. Give me Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I wanted to. Why won't you let me be different?
You only got 2.
Absolutely. It's different. You guys are just like, hey, let's get together and pick our games.
We might be under this weekend, son.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Odds. You're not that good. Let's calm down.
Let's put it this way. Fans. I've watched more football than these two ever thought of in their lifetime.
Well, not all of us can be 60 years old, okay? Sorry.
You hear that, folks? They calling me old fogey.
You've watched more, but I know more.
But I watched football ever since I was 5 years old.
So 55 years of it.
Heck yeah, it was fun watching
Wow.
He just called himself 60.
Oh, my Lord Almighty! Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
you might have watched a lot, but I know more.
That's because you dig into it a lot.
Yeah, every chance I get.
There's a difference between
I don't-
passion and a hobby. Enjoy
Folks.
your hobby.
That's
Yeah,
my hobby.
folks. I don't dig into it, but he only digs into the Ohio State.
Horse shit.
That is not true.
Horse shit.
This guy knows more about your Wolverines than you do, and it's a problem.
Well, yeah, because I don't dig into the recruiting
Oh,
and
I
all
do.
that. So, and he does.
I do.
I admire him a lot. He's a good bro. He's my good son, and he digs into it a lot. and I'm proud
You
of
know
you.
who has me on
I'm proud of
NFL?
you. Who?
The guy on your other side.
What up, though?
What up, though?
I know the players that get drafted, but
Yeah.
after that,
Yeah. So let's get in. I want to talk about a little bit of hockey here.
Oh yeah,
I'm just going to touch
I'm
on
gonna
some
try to
things.
watch a couple games this weekend on
Um,
Sunday.
I I know that there's a few people that are fans of like Florida, and Florida's killing it. They're leading the Atlantic Eastern. Phenomenal. The Columbus Blue Jackets, which is another one of those local teams near us, they're not doing so hot. 5 wins, 4 losses, and 1 OT loss.
Yeah.
Um, I could cue on the Red Wings with 4 wins, 5 losses, and an OT loss. They're not doing good at all.
Well, they a couple of people retired too
Well,
from the Red Wings,
and the
that
Red
were
Wings
really
haven't
good.
been good for a few years.
Right,
Like
absolutely.
they've been bad.
Yeah.
that's true.
Minnesota Wild, 7 wins, 1 loss, and 2 OT losses. The Minnesota Wild are off to a strong start this year.
Yeah.
They're second in the Central Western.
Mhm.
My Golden Knights, of course, leading the
Knights.
Pacific Western with 7 wins, 3 losses, and 1 OT loss, 15 points.
Yep.
It's a tight race. I mean, it's early in the season.
Yep.
I love to see this kind of stuff.
Very early.
Very early.
I
yeah.
just really hope they can keep it up. The Chicago Blackhawks suck. There's no other way to put it, guys. What do you want from me?
Oh wow.
The Chicago Blackhawks are 3-7, dude. 3-7-1. They got 7 points on the year.
What
Yeah.
about the Sharks?
All right, they suck too. But they're still better. Hey, you want to talk about the Nashville Predators?
Oh yeah. What about the other hockey club? Was it Utah Hockey
Utah
Club?
Hockey Club?
What a name!
Don't get me started on that name. It's so bad.
So
Wow.
bad.
Why would you call yourself? Why? I don't understand. If you want a name change, but name change.
I just don't.
Name.
I don't think they came up with a name fast enough. They
So
just
don't
threw it out
change it
there.
yet.
Well, what they do?
Washington football team drove me insane, but it still might be better than the Commanders. And that's a problem. That's a whole nother story. I can't stand it.
We're not
If you're going to change your name, change your name. That's fine. I have no issues. 100%. You have every right to do so. But please, please, please have a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm not. We're not going to touch on that. I'm going to say too much that might be wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. Pittsburgh Penguins aren't very good either. I know some Pittsburgh fans. It's great.
I see one right now. Looking at him. Look at his face.
The Pittsburgh Penguins suck. Sorry, he's
They
behind
suck.
the camera.
Suck. Bad.
They have 9
knows
points.
9.
They've played 12 games. They have 9 points. Well, that's fair. But I mean, you're also talking to a guy whose team has 15 in 11 games. So, no, they've played 12 games. 11. Sorry, Edwin's trying to argue his
Yeah.
point and failing miserably.
Yeah.
It's kind of entertaining for me at this point.
Yeah.
But I think that's enough for the hockey for right now. We're going to get more into it, but right now, football season's in full swing.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna have
Really
to.
hammering that stuff
Yeah.
home.
We're gonna have to once football season's done.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then we're going to dive back over to pros where your boy
Your boy.
dominating.
Dominate.
You can mock me with your 8-game deficit.
But let's just put it this way. It's the middle of the season. Daddy Pops can come back.
I got 6 on. I'm 6 down on you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that total?
Yeah,
That is.
that's the total.
Okay.
Pops can come back.
So Pops went 9-7, did better than Brandon, who went 8-8, and I went 10-6.
Still beating you.
And you're still beating him because he had a really bad deficit to you.
Yeah.
But we all picked the Vikings to beat the Rams, and that didn't happen.
No.
We all took the Packers to beat the Jaguars. Jaguars suck. We knew that. We all took the Bucks to beat the Falcons. That didn't happen.
Hold
Bank
on.
laid us down.
Wow.
What?
We shouldn't even have been in that game.
I know, and they were. It was impressive.
Wow.
We almost won it.
Yeah. We all took the Ravens to beat the Browns, And the Browns
And
won.
Browns won.
I can't believe that.
Me neither.
Jameis Williams.
Winston.
Jameis Winston. What a game. What a performance. What a, oh my, oh. Why didn't we start him in the first place?
Because you're paying Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
And,
Much money.
and if I was a coach and some quarterback was stinking real bad,
Well,
I would go to my second quarterback. You're starting next game.
I think the problem with Cleveland is I think the owner is dabbling too much in. I think you guys got a similar issue as Dallas has, where the owner's just interjecting too
You know
much and
what?
needs to sit down.
I'd
and shut
say,
up. Unfortunately, that's the guy that pays you, so you just do.
am I
what they
saying,
want.
am I out there on that field to coach the team? Do I have the decision to make that choice?
Absolutely not.
The hell if I
What are you
know.
going to do? Quit?
He'll just find somebody else.
I didn't say I was going to quit.
Well, no, that's the kicker. The owner has total control. And that's where the problem is. Micromanaging is a real thing, and it's atrocious, and nobody ever wins that way.
Is that why we got rid of Joe Flacco?
Good chance.
Probably.
Then why have we've been struggling the last two seasons
Same
with the
reason Dallas.
same person?
Same reason Dallas has been a contender, but not a contender for the last 20 years. Because Jerry Jones won't take himself out of the picture.
Then why is it? Then the owner is holding us down.
100%.
Winning a
that's what-
championship.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what Jerry Jones is doing.
That's exactly
to
what
the
I'm saying.
Cowboys.
The Browns owner's holding them down. The Colts
Then
owner's
why are
holding
you
them down. The
firing?
Cowboys.
Then why are you firing a coach when it's the GM's fault?
Because no, it's not the GM. It's the owner.
The owner.
To be clear. And why is he doing it? Because it's not his fault. He refuses to take ownership of it. He owns it. He
Who's
gets
gonna-
to do what he wants.
Who's going to get
and
rid
he
of him?
can fire a coach
Yes.
just for that.
Yes.
That's not fair.
Well, who's going to get rid
Life's
of him?
not fair. That's just how this works. It's a problem. It's a real problem. And I'm agreeing with you. It's not okay. But at the end of the day, the owners take too much control. I'm a huge Cowboys fan, and they're the most
Definitely.
guilty.
I agree
Yes.
with you 100%, Chuck.
Jerry Jones is the worst owner in the NFL. Anybody who wants to disagree with it doesn't know anything about Jerry Jones, which is hard to do because he keeps interjecting himself into media issues. The guy's under wraps right now because he called the radio station. He was doing an interview with him, but he owns the radio station. Of course, why wouldn't he?
Well, why wouldn't you?
So
All
they're
the money you
questioning.
make.
Yeah, they're questioning the fact that, hey, you didn't do anything in the offseason. Does that have anything to do with this? And he's getting upset with them, threatening their jobs. That's the problem with
How
owners right now.
are you threatening their job?
Because he's not going to be questioned by somebody he's paying, which is a shitty attitude.
Absolutely, 100%.
Which is why the head coach can't just say bench him.
That's why we are doing sports podcasts.
Yep.
That is our job to say this, and this.
Well, that and if somebody threatened us, they're not lining our pockets.
No.
Jerry
Nope.
Jones came on here and was like, "Well, why are you questioning what I'm doing?" I'm sure Chuck would tell him to eat his ass.
100%.
I'm
If he is
You
lining
don't
my-
own- you don't
excuse my
own our
language.
podcast.
Right.
So I could say whatever I want.
Put it this
First
way.
Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, freedom of the speech.
Well, here's the problem, and this is why we couldn't work for somebody like Jerry Jones, is because even if Jerry Jones was fully funding something, and we were a part of it, I'm going to question everything he does. Because I feel like a questioning attitude is very positive and it helps for growth.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, Jerry Jones doesn't believe that. Jerry Jones is right.
Well,
everybody's wrong.
Not Jerry Jones. Just ask him, he'll tell you.
Sorry to say, we're none perfect in this world.
If Jerry Jones is, he'll
if
tell
I
you.
make a mistake, I'll admit my mistake. If I'm wrong, I want somebody to step up and tell me I'm wrong.
Right.
And then okay, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's
I was
because-
wrong.
That's because you are a human and Jerry Jones is not. And you're also not a complete idiot. Jerry Jones is.
wait, who? Jerry?
The question from the peanut gallery back there is, how does Jerry Jones own a business? Well, at one point he did his job right, and then he became a delusional old man. But nobody's going to throw out the word dementia ever.
Brandon, Ed, what I'm going to tell you is this. If you own a business,
Criticism.
there is take criticism from your mistakes and not be a hard ass and be in it.
Think
Admit your mistakes.
think a lot of owners can't take criticism
Right.
and
Yep.
think they're always right.
Well,
'Cause you can't do anything.
I think
You
it
can't
comes-
you can't fire them.
Right,
Nope,
they own it.
Nope.
they own it.
I think another big part of the problem is like when it comes to at least Jerry Jones specific.
Mhm.
Jerry Jones, he's so similar to me. I love attention, right? We know this. I think Jerry Jones loves attention as well. And I think the problem in that aspect for him is he loves attention, but
Mhm.
he wants all the credit. He wants all the credit for winning, but he wants none of the credit for losing. So when they lose, it's somebody else's fault. When they win, it's his.
That's shit.
It's a terrible,
Yeah.
terrible mindset, and it's never going to win
But-
another
That's
championship.
crazy.
But let's say in an organization in the NFL, and you want your team to be good in order to bring the money into your pocket,
Mm-hmm.
you're just crippling them.
Yeah, but they're the
You're,
Cowboys.
and then your money. Well,
Everybody loves the Cowboys.
Browns too. Browns too.
Yeah. Well,
And you're losing money because when you lose all those games, nobody ain't wanting to go to the games after you losing your 2-9, 2-7.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that
yeah,
because Cowboys are America's team. They got
Right.
a very loyal fan base.
But where
and
do
they have
you
for
ever
years.
see the Cleveland Browns being an American team?
Well,
because
you-
they're not
no,
Americans.
You
They're
guys
Cleveland's team.
Cleveland is you guys have always had a very loyal fan base. If you stuck by them this long,
You ain't giving up on
you're not giving
No,
up.
I'm not.
them. Exactly. So,
I'm not going to give up on them.
so when it comes
because
to those two
I
teams,
loved before my lifetime, which I know I ain't going to see it happen, but I hope it does.
Yeah.
I'll probably be in my grave if it happens. If the
Edwin,
Browns,
stop.
if the
I'm going to
Browns,
stop you.
if the Browns win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope I do get to see it.
I hope
but
you do
might-
too.
I might.
Too.
I think, and here's one of the big things. When it comes to Cleveland and Dallas specifically, Cleveland's fan base is so loyal, it doesn't matter. They're selling tickets,
Mm-hmm.
they're selling merchandise, they're doing things.
Right.
It doesn't matter if they win or lose. So the owner definitely has that going for him.
Right.
And with Dallas's big thing is they make so much money off of ad revenue from being televised games.
Right.
And the reason that happens
And
is
well, that's
because,
the same thing with the Browns
well, no,
because they're
it's,
on
it's
every
way
Sunday.
different. It's different because of the aspect I'm getting to.
Okay, go ahead.
So the aspect I'm getting to is everybody watches the Cowboys games, whether they're winning or losing. Everybody does because
Right.
the Cowboys fan base is so loyal, which is why they are America's team.
And then
Right.
you got
They're
people.
very loyal. And then you have 90% of any other fan
Uh-huh.
from any other team hates Dallas. So they
Right.
tune in hoping they lose.
Exactly.
So now you have everybody who watches football watching the Cowboys game.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's something Jerry Jones pulled off. He was able to manage to do that. That's brilliant by far.
By all
That is
means.
brilliant.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if he stops interjecting, people will hate the Cowboys less. And that's where the big problem is. He
Absolutely.
keeps
100%.
interjecting because everybody hates them for it and it makes them more money.
Yeah, but it's so
Yep.
brilliant though.
And it drives Cowboys
Great.
fans nuts.
It does.
But it's brilliant.
I'm not here for money. I want to see my team win.
Well, yeah. Anybody does.
Oh my God, I've never
I
thought
feel
of it
for
like
you,
that.
Chuck. I feel for you.
It's
buddy.
outrageous.
God damn. I feel for you. I feel the same way. We've been dealing with it for years.
But yeah, but
But
it is
man,
a
I'll
brilliant
tell you
business
what.
decision on Jerry Jones's part. But it's a terrible, terrible way to run a football program.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We want to win.
Absolutely. We want to win. I want to see the W's. I don't want to see no L's.
Well, Jags always win, so
Are we talking about tailgate?
we win before we get to the game, and then when we get to the game,
Who knows?
we send out a high school team.
All right, so we all took the Lions to beat the Titans. That happened. We all took the Texans to beat the Colts. That happened. Pops took the Bengals to beat the Eagles. That did not happen. Pops took the Patriots to beat the Jets, and that happened. We all took the Dolphins to beat the Cardinals. That didn't happen. We all took the Bills to beat the Seahawks. That happened. I took the Chargers to beat the Saints. That happened. I took the Commanders to beat the Bears. That happened. We all took the Chiefs because who's going to bet against the Chiefs? And that happened. We all took the Broncos to beat the Panthers because Bo Nix, and it happened. Pops took the Niners to beat the Cowboys, and that happened, and I cried. We all took the Steelers to beat the Giants, and that happened.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Chuck. I didn't mean to make you cry.
There were real tears over here.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
No, it's just the way he freaking said it. Pops took the Niners and I cried.
All right, and then the Thursday night game for this week, we all took the Texans and lost. So all 0-1 this week.
Wow.
Was I supposed to know the Jets would step up?
Man, I'm telling you what.
Mainly Garrett Wilson.
Yes. Oh my God, those two one-handed catchers. My goodness.
Can I just
Mainly
say
the
that
one
Aaron
in the end
Rodgers
zone.
is overrated and not a good quarterback anymore?
Ooh.
Well,
Let's
can
hear-
I just say
let's
this?
Let's hear about
The two
this.
passes he did to Wilson, that was outstanding.
They weren't on target. That's why he had to make
But
fantastic catches.
but I'm telling you, Wilson grabbed that one-hander twice. One in the end zone. How in the hell did he keep in bounds? God only knows.
Did you?
But man, that was outstanding from Wilson.
It was.
Did you say overrated?
Yes. Aaron Rodgers is not a good quarterback anymore.
But he once was.
Absolutely. He once was phenomenal.
Heck yeah.
But how is that overrated?
Now, people still think Aaron Rodgers is going to win a championship, and he's not.
He's not.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's not going to win a championship. But
No.
I wouldn't call him overrated. I'd call him equally rated because
I don't know. I talk about 5 interceptions in the last 3 weeks.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
I
He's
gotta agree.
atrocious.
I don't think the Chargers are going to make the Super Bowl.
We're talking about the Jets.
So
Or the
we're
Jets.
just-
I'm sorry.
You're all right. You're all right. It's
I was talking about the Jets. I'm sorry.
he is definitely. I don't. He's not overrated because I wouldn't call him good.
I don't know.
Right.
Here's the problem. When we're talking to Jets fans, right? When you're talking to a Jets fan, they
Okay.
still have all this great stuff to say about Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
I was being berated when I said he was overrated over there from the
Yeah.
peanut gallery behind the camera.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
And all this.
Aaron Rodgers, he's
The only way the
he's not the
Jets is going
guy.
to be saved
Do you want to?
is their defense.
Do you want to argue with the Jets fan real quick?
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he's agreeing with me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers is washed. He should stop trying to compete with Tom Brady because you're not.
No,
You never will be.
you'll never be as good as Tom Brady.
Never.
But Drew Brees was better than you.
Oh yeah.
Drew Brees.
Drew
Mhm.
Brees was definitely better than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah. Brent Favre.
Well, no. Aaron Rodgers was better than Brett Favre. But if Aaron Rodgers continues on the trajectory, it's easy. I can explain it real simple. How many years did Brett Favre go and throw 5-6 interceptions in a season?
All right.
No.
One game.
He might have done it in one game. You're right. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers went entire season throwing 6 picks.
I do remember that one game. He did throw 6 picks.
He was known for throwing picks, but he was really good when it needed
Yeah,
to be done.
I'm not saying any of that Brett Favre's bad, but I'm saying Aaron Rodgers was better.
I can agree.
He protected the ball better.
He didn't throw as many
How many
picks as
Super
Brett Favre.
Bowls? How many Super Bowls did Brent Favre have?
One.
One.
So is
So does Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers had
Yes.
one.
So you'd have to go by stats, and Aaron Rodgers has thrown way less picks.
And
Yeah.
and yeah, you're right, Brandon. If I'm not mistaken, Aaron Rodgers has thrown more picks than
Wait,
Less.
no. Brett
Way
Favre
less.
has the record for most picks thrown
Most
in a
picks.
career.
per
in a
picks.
career.
Yep.
And
Okay.
I didn't even know that until what, you looked it up?
No, because Brett Favre broke both records. He had the touchdown record and the interception record for a
Yeah.
short time.
Brent,
That's
you
crazy.
needed to do me a favor, buddy. After your
Brett Favre was aggressive.
after you
paid off.
played for the Green Bay Packers and retired, you should have stayed retired.
You could say the same to Butter and Rogers.
Yeah.
The Jets are where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah.
So why do you go there?
Vinny Testaverde?
Vinny Testaverde he is a globetrotter, if you ask me. That guy, he was good everywhere.
Yeah.
He was never
Good for the
great,
Browns.
but he was good everywhere.
He was
Yeah.
good. He was good for Tampa Bay, and he was good for the Browns.
And the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did play the Jets, didn't
Yeah.
he? That's right. He was Bernie Kosar's backup too.
Maybe.
Was he? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That you would know. You were around then.
Yeah.
That's because you're 90.
Because you're man. One of the best quarterbacks the Browns ever fucking had was Bernie
False.
Kosar.
Oh, he said one of.
Huh?
He said one of, B.
Okay. Don't forget Otto Grant.
He said one of. He didn't say the best. You're good.
I said
Better.
one of the best.
You can't forget Otto Graham.
I won't forget Otto
You
Graham.
better not. You were around back then.
I was not. I was not. Are you kidding me, Brandon?
It's because he's 90.
You're 90. Dang. What the heck? I ain't no old timer.
Well,
Back in the, I wasn't back in the 40s. Now your grandpa was.
So were you?
45. I was born 69.
69.
why are you like this, Brandon?
I can't help it.
Why are you like this, Chuck?
I wasn't laughing at that.
Yeah, you were.
I wasn't.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I
Chuck.
don't laugh every time there's
like
a
I can't hear.
69 brought up.
I laugh when someone says,
Yeah, that's because you're a pervert. It's okay.
I'm
Moving
not
past
a pervert. Anyways.
Joel, come on. Help me
Oh,
out here,
God.
buddy.
No,
Help
wrong.
me out, Joel.
I'm
wrong,
a saint.
wrong person.
Now, let me tell you something.
Joel's the same way.
Thursday night, dogging.
Thursday. What?
He will.
If they ever film again.
I give you permission.
As a fan, I'm hurt right now.
There are reasons. It's okay. Moving past it.
Okay.
We got the Saints
We
and
should
the
be.
Panthers. Who you taking?
Saints, Panthers. Panthers are a tragedy. I'm going Saints.
Yeah. Panthers are tragedy. It's stop and
Not
go.
even Red
Stop.
Rocket could stop it.
Stop and go. Give me the Saints.
I already put all three of us in for the Saints. I wasn't even waiting. I'm going to do it again. We got the Commanders versus the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Jaden Daniels in the command.
Jaden Daniels, man, that was a hell of a throw there at the end, son.
That was great.
That was great.
I ain't got nothing more to say than I already did.
That's all I gotta say.
Let's go.
Ooh, Rookie of the Year. Ooh, we should do a segment.
We're
Here pretty soon.
and it's Rookie of the Year time. It's Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
You think?
Absolutely. What's
Oh,
competition?
I got Caleb Williams.
Oh, Jaden
I mean,
Daniels.
They're gonna
Man,
milk it. They're gonna milk it dry for Caleb.
let's put it on our board, Chuck. Let's put it on our board, Chuck. Me and you predict Jaden Daniels.
He's gonna take me
Rookie of the
seriously,
Year.
huh?
No, Brandon's.
I'm
Brandon's
definitely
lying.
yanking your chain because they're gonna milk Caleb Williams all the way to Rookie of the Year.
All right.
Without a doubt.
No,
They will.
Now
I
we got-
promise.
They will.
I promise.
You're not going to get it, though, but
who can you compare between Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams?
you can't.
They can't. Daniels has done more than
With less.
Williams. Threw more, got more tutties than Williams.
Yeah.
He's way up here.
Brandon,
Caleb Williams is down here
yeah,
in
but
the
they're
low token pole.
but they're gonna milk Caleb Williams' name.
Oh yeah,
He's
How
a
they gonna-
Heisman winner.
What do you mean milk?
They're gonna milk it.
they're gonna milk it.
Give me his Heisman Trophy winner. Prove to me you can win a Super Bowl.
Hey, Pops,
You can win games.
Pops, you're literally the reason that they're gonna keep milking it
Oh, to get you mad, yeah.
because it got you fired up, which means you want to hear more.
Prove to me.
Yeah, which means you want to see him more.
I want to see. I'm seeing
I
Daniels up
want to
here
see.
He's
and
still
Caleb
proving it.
Williams down here
Yeah,
and prove nothing.
No, you're proving it. Are you talking about Caleb Williams right now?
I'm talking about Daniels.
No, but you're also talking about Caleb Williams. It's working.
Well, I'm
It's
saying,
keeping him on your mind.
I'm saying Caleb Williams stinks.
Yeah, I agree.
we agree.
We all agree.
Jaden Daniels,
It's
pedestal.
phenomenal. But
Pedestal.
here's the problem. If they can keep pushing you or keep pushing the fact that Caleb Williams he's going to be great, he's going to be great, he's going to come back from this, then people will still watch
Mm-hmm.
because it pisses them off. It's another Dallas Cowboys Jerry Jones move, and it works because it got you fired up.
We didn't say our bust yet either.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Why are you all of a sudden first of the season? Caleb Williams got to say,
He does. I stand by it.
hit that apple's gonna squish.
It is.
And well, I'm saying something about it, but then he's gonna be up there with
No.
Daniels.
Because you're proving Brandon's point. Because the people that matter are going to push Caleb Williams to be this phenomenal player, even though he's not.
He isn't.
And the reason they're going to do that is because it keeps people arguing about Caleb Williams being bad, and
Right.
it keeps you paying attention to what they're saying.
Mm,
So it draws in the viewer.
mm,
We're gonna milk it.
So they're milking Caleb Williams.
damn.
It's terrible. I don't like it at all, but it is what it is. Then we got Dolphins and Bills.
I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins.
Well, I hate to tell you, Allen has been on a tremendous tear.
He's been on a tear, and he's got Amari Cooper.
and he's got
But you tua coming back.
Tua
two.
came back last week.
Yeah,
I know.
but you as a quarterback, you're coming back from an injury. You're not going to be that good. You're not going to have that.
What?
Yeah,
You're not gonna have that arm throw that you had and the vibes with your other receivers. So
Well,
I'm
that's
picking
true.
Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills.
I can agree. You might not have the chemistry. It might have dropped off. But then
Potentially.
again, he's been throwing to the same people for what, 3-4 years now. That hasn't changed.
But their
Yeah.
O line stinks.
That's been a problem for a little while now. And they still
run
win games.
for your life, Tolo Viola. Run for your life. But I don't want to see it. But man, you got to protect yourself.
Yeah, he does. It looks like he
And-
did change helmets, and he's rocking more of a helmet that's geared towards his head and geared towards quarterbacks. So he is doing something about it.
That's good.
It's not what I wanted to see, but at least he's doing something, which is that is a big part of what I want to
All
see.
right. Now I want to say this. You ever see those neck things like
I brought that up last week. That running backs wear.
Jordan Love wears? Loveland.
Colston Loveland?
Yeah, Colston Loveland. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I brought this up last week.
Yeah. I wish he would wear that too. Just for
But-
extra protection.
But on the bright side, he is doing something about it, which is
Right.
what we need to see.
right.
It might not be
absolutely.
everything that we want him to see him do, but he's doing something.
Yeah,
which is
if you have extra protection
Mhm.
to help you out in any way, I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, what would hurt?
But it could.
It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
It could.
What?
Football players are generally very superstitious, so if something feels different, it's going to throw them off.
Superstition.
They are.
They are.
Where in the hell they get superstitious at?
Hey, did you
I don't believe in that shit.
timeout?
Timeout. I
Yeah,
don't.
you do.
No, I don't.
Did you ever play football?
Yes.
Okay, did you slap the sign on your way out to the game?
No.
Well, you should have. Maybe you'd have been better.
I tore through it.
No, no, no. The sign. There's always a sign in the tunnel or heading out to the game.
Nope.
Always a sign.
Nope.
Did you always
Not
always
a
hit it.
Seago.
Well, Otzico did it wrong.
did you always have a song or a pair of socks or a sleeve that you always wore?
A song.
Okay,
Or that's
there
a,
it is.
That's
Welcome to superstition in football.
that's a superstition. That's a religious thing that you do. Players have that.
Ritualistic
If you don't listen to that song or wear your favorite pair of socks,
or something simple and
don't-
stupid.
they don't believe
You know
they'll
this
win.
is stupid, but there was a song.
We had a
Yeah,
song
and
when I was playing
mean,
football.
I mean, it was a song.
Mhm.
I always did it before I even got to the school.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother.
Yeah, you had a ritual.
Yeah.
That is part of superstition.
Yep.
A lot of times you
We
see
are
like,
the champions.
yeah, and that's he got you fired up, but it's part of your ritual to get fired up, and that is a big thing. Like you
And then
see,
there's another song that fired us up too.
that's fine.
ACDC.
Yeah, Michigan itself, they have a sign at the end of the tunnel where all the players jump up and slap the sign. Right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a ritual. That is a superstition.
You know what? That sign says those who stay will be champion. Did you know that?
Mhm.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, them slapping that sign.
Wait. You know who did that sign, don't you?
Yes.
Who?
Bo Schembechler.
I could've told you that.
Damn Skippy. Best coach the
No.
Michigan Wolverines ever had.
Don't no. I ain't doing it. We're on NFL. We can talk about it afterward.
But we were diving into the superstition there. There's superstition in football. There's a lot of it. So at the end of the day, if something feels different, you play different because you're not as confident, you're not as fired up, you're not as ready to go.
Right.
Which is why I can
Right.
understand the,
Right.
not wearing the neck piece, not wearing the guardian cap, that kind of stuff.
I had one.
All right.
It was eye black.
Yep.
I had to wear my eye black the same way every time.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways,
Is that why
100%.
you wore that damn shit?
yeah, I had to have it from here to here, all the way across the nose. Sometimes it would be either be eye
Why?
black or it'd be
Why?
the tape.
Why?
Why? Why not?
Because it's a look that made him feel more confident.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The more confidence you have, the better you're going to play.
It's that simple. The rituals in football and in sports in general are all about your confidence.
It looked intimidating.
Playoff beards for hockey and
It looked-
baseball.
It looks what?
It looked intimidating.
I didn't need that. I had determination. I had the will. I wanted to whoop ass.
Yeah, and you had your song.
You had your song. I had
I
You
my
had
eye.
your song. He had his eye
I
black.
was ready.
You had
Your song, his eye black.
Your
Same thing.
song, my eye black.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's legitimately the same
It's
thing.
the same thing with every other player. They either have lucky pair of socks that
I
don't
never
freaking
forget
wash.
what me and my brother used to do. We always pump chests.
Yeah, but what we're getting at is those rituals and those feelings.
Right.
You don't get those if you change. You
Yeah.
don't change those things, which is why Tua is refusing the guardian cap and stuff like that. I'm
Mhm.
All
at least
right.
that's my theory.
All right. Go ahead.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that is what those rituals are a big deal and very superstitious in football. That is a superstition in football.
Right.
You had to do those things
Right.
and then you played better.
Right.
That it is what it is. If you change those things, it doesn't take away from your talent,
Right.
but
Mhm.
it takes away from your confidence in your talent, so you play worse.
Right. Right.
So then we got the Chargers Browns. We got your old head football coach for your Wolverines versus your favorite NFL team.
Who do you got, Ed?
Who do you got, Ed?
What?
The Chargers or the Browns?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, we're asking you.
No, we're asking the crowd. Who do you got? Oh,
We got
The
the Browns over the
Browns?
Chargers.
he's
from the
got
crowd.
the Browns.
Woo.
Wow. Who do you got, Dad? Come on, walk us through it.
I think one lucky win is not going to help us. Give me them Chargers.
Oh, I'm on the Winston train. Give me the Browns.
I think the Browns.
Can I change that then?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Why? No, come on.
Give me the Jameson Winston. Let's go, Browns. Come on.
Brandon said one thing and he bought into the hype. I think Jameis Winston's going to eat that dub.
Mm.
Give me the Browns, baby. If you're going to say it, get over here on a mic.
Come on.
Give me Jameis Winston. All right.
What do you want?
How does Joey Bosa feel about Jim Harbaugh being the head coach of the Chargers?
We're going to talk about Joey Bosa, but you're not going to bring up J.K. Dobbins or any of the other Ohio State alum that play for Jim Harbaugh?
Oh, I didn't know J.K. Dobbins played for the Chargers.
Yes, he does. J.K. Dobbins
in all
plays
honesty,
for the Chargers. Yes, he does.
And here's how they feel about playing for Jim Harbaugh. It's very simple concept. Welcome to the NFL. Your college doesn't matter anymore.
Yep. Absolutely. This is the pros, not college.
Squash it.
Squash it.
Yep. They might have had a conversation about how, hey, we hated each other for a long time. But here's the biggest kicker. When you're in the pros now, you have a lot of respect for those rivals, whether it's a rival coach or rival player. There's so much respect there. When it comes to a game, there's a lot of hatred. But after the game, even Ohio State-Michigan game, one of the most heated rivalries you see, every time after the game, the players are mingling with each other because there's a lot of love for other people who are doing exactly what you're doing.
See,
A rivalry is just a rivalry until the rivalry's over. And when the game's over, we could be friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, see, when you're in the game, it's all serious. It's all about for your team. It's all about we want to beat these guys. And then at the end, oh, hey, bud, what's up?
You also got to think that a lot of these players probably went to high school together.
Yep.
Yeah. And another real easy way to make you understand it, Edwin. Okay. So let's say me and you are sitting down to play a game of Madden against each other, right? We're not friends while we're playing, right? After the game, there's always a handshake and a GG's.
Well, but you're always winning.
Well, yeah, I always win. But that's not the point. The point is when we're playing, we don't like each other. We're facing each other.
Right.
After the game, that game doesn't matter anymore.
Can I disagree?
What?
Because when I play you, I'm proud if you beat me.
Yeah, but we don't like each other while we're playing.
That's not true.
I don't like you.
Did you like it when you were stomping my ass in basketball?
But see, this is different.
All right.
This is different with these two. I hate losing to this guy. I hate losing to him.
Why? Because I'm better?
This guy snapped his game before.
Oh, my God. I'll never. Dude, that's half the reason why I let you beat me half the time.
Yeah. I was mad because
there's nothing you could do.
Dude,
there was nothing.
There was nothing I could do.
Nothing.
He took me out of my game. He took me out of my rhythm. He took me out of even, man.
But
and his defense was just outstanding. I couldn't do nothing. And it was like, I cracked that CD.
See, the thing is that
that's the nature of rivalry, and that's the nature of football, and that's what you come down to when you're playing for a coach that you didn't like at all. You squash that beef. It's fine. It doesn't matter anymore because now we're at another level.
Yep.
In all honesty,
and now we're together.
Jim Harbaugh is a good coach.
He is.
He is.
And most of those players, he is a almost Super Bowl champion.
Yeah. Is it weird?
Yeah.
Is it weird that I look at Jim Harbaugh as a defensive coach?
Is it weird that I look at Jim Harbaugh and I see my dad?
No.
Because they look so damn similar.
And I like winning, not losing.
Oh, well, then you're not Jim Harbaugh. Because you win more than he does.
I hate losing.
Well, you're losing right now.
You're losing.
We're on the Patriots
You are
Titans.
losing. Look up there.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, I know, but I'll get there. I'll get there.
We got Patriots Titans here, y'all.
I have
Uh,
the Patriots.
I got the Titans.
Got the Titans. I don't like being on Pops' side.
Wow.
Because I don't know. I don't think the Patriots has it to beat
Hey,
the Titans.
they got Drake May.
Is that all they got?
No, it's not.
They got Jake Brisket.
Yeah.
He's his backup.
That's it? Just two quarterbacks?
I went for the upset. All right, leave me alone.
Ramondre Stevenson.
You're going down.
That's fine.
Then we got the Cowboys Falcons.
Mm.
Go ahead.
I had the
Hurt
Falcons.
my feelings.
I'm kidding. I got the Cowboys. Let's go.
I don't know.
Brandon.
I'm sorry. I believe in them. Fuck. Give me the Falcons.
That's absolutely fair. I think the big thing is the Cowboys get Deron Bland back this week. The defense gets a little stronger, but they're still being led by Mike Zimmer, who hurts my heart. Kirk Cousins has been playing really good football.
Yep.
The Falcons actually look like a decent football team. The Cowboys cannot lose this game because if they lose this game, they're basically out. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team this year, especially seeing what I've seen.
Season's still young, Chuck.
Give me the Falcons so that if we lose, at least I have something to be happy about.
Oh man, I'm the only one that took the Cowboys. No.
Yes. And you going down.
All right.
Down, down in that burning rain and fire.
And now we got Minshew Magic going up against Joe Shiesty. The Raiders Bengals.
Oh yeah, I got.
Give me them.
What the hell was that sound?
The Bengals.
It sounded like a Raider. You were raiding this place with hideous noises.
Give me them Bengals.
I'm a little scared to sit next to that.
Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, give me the Bengals too because I hate the Raiders.
What? Did you even say anything?
Because the noise. I'm just making fun of the noise here.
Wow.
All right, now we got the Broncos Ravens, and I don't think there's much to talk.
I don't have to say anything, do I?
Boop boop.
Put your hand down, Joel.
Yeah. Put your hand down, Joel.
Joel, the Ravens. are
The
losing
Ravens
straight.
is going to whoop some butt against those Broncos.
The thought?
We got the Bears Cardinals next.
I have the Bears.
Give me them Bears.
I don't like it at all, but I'm taking the Bears because that defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Jaguars Eagles.
Oh, give me them Eagles.
Well, nobody's taking the Jags on this one. Let's look at the Jags fan. Who's he taking?
Eagles.
I knew it.
Man, take the hat off.
Why? Because I'm honest. I could be delusional and pick the Jags.
Yeah,
you be delusional.
but then you just be a Browns fan.
Yeah. Maybe the Browns might have more wins than the Jaguars.
After this week,
They
I
might.
think they will
No.
because the Browns aren't as
You're
bad
still-
as the Jaguars, but they still suck.
You're still the Browns.
We got Rams Seahawks.
I'm going to have to go ahead and pick the Rams.
Pops, talk us through your thought process because
Oh,
I'm taking the Rams
Come
too.
on. Come on.
I'm taking the Rams.
What noise do they make?
Yeah.
That's a sheep. What are we doing? All right, we got the Lions and the Packers.
Give me them Lions.
I'm going to have to agree.
Me too. Roar. And then we're all taking the Vikings to beat the Colts, right? Nobody here's delusional.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking the Vikings. Hell yeah.
What noise do they make? Skull. It's just Skull.
It's just Skull.
Hey, hardy old man, give me the Vikings.
Just say Skull.
You are a hardy old man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings over the Colts. Sorry, Mike.
All right, here's the tough one. We got the Buccaneers and the Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs all day.
Oh, let's not do that one, bud. Yeah,
The Chiefs.
let's not do that though.
No, the Chiefs. What they do it? They do it when they're playing.
Yeah, that's different. That's fine. Yeah,
What do you mean?
I can't bet against the Chiefs. Give me the.
I'd rather do that than call them the Swifties.
No, I'd rather hear you call them the Swifties than that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, okay.
Then we got Bengals Ravens Thursday night football.
I got the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Yes. Hold on. Are we going to hear the broken down pig that we heard earlier? Oh, damn.
Give me them Ravens.
We all agree. We're all taking the Ravens here. Now, Brandon, me and you, let's do this. Let's talk about our bust of the week. Let's dive into bust of the week first. Because why not?
I, my friend, have Caleb Williams.
Ooh. Caleb Williams.
Yes, I do.
Because he sucks. 10 of 24 for 131 yards. He also ran the ball 9 times, 47 yards. He had 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. My pick for bust of the week, though, is going to have to be Jordan Love. 14 completions on 22 attempts, 196 yards and 1 interception.
So,
He also ran the ball 1 time for -1 yard.
Okay.
We could start our debate here. I think one of the big things with Jordan Love has actually shown that he's a good quarterback most of the time, but he was facing the damn Jaguars and sucked. How do you suck
You know
against
what?
the Jaguars? How do you let the Jaguars be in this game?
You know what? When the Jags show up, they're a decent team. Not great, not good. They're decent.
Right.
And, they showed up that game. Didn't show up enough, but they showed up.
At least the Bears were facing a Dan Quinn led defense. Okay.
You miss him, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. And you're right. Jordan Love is a proven quarterback. He shouldn't play like that.
Right. And Caleb Williams was going against a better opponent. He had a better opponent to face.
That defense was
True.
phenomenal against Williams.
So,
Yeah. And he threw less picks.
Yep.
So you want to agree with Jordan Love?
I personally, I'm going Jordan Love for bust of the week. We could debate it, Pops, if you want to. You can be our tiebreaker.
What do you think?
I'm in for it. Jordan Love.
All right.
All right.
Jordan
Well,
Love.
Jordan Love, you are Garage Sports Ohio's bust of the week. You suck. But don't get it twisted because Caleb Williams still sucks.
I cannot say it either. He sucks.
Caleb
Hey,
Williams, you're not a good quarterback. Stop it.
Junk.
You won the Heisman. Congratulations.
Welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to the Archie Griffin conversation.
Ouch. That hurts.
You know, where you can win as many Heismans as you want. If you can't play in the NFL, you can't play in the NFL.
It's facts.
Simple as that. I agree 100%.
I still love Archie Griffin, though. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, we don't have to twist that, but
How do you love Archie Griffin? You never watched him play. Daddy did.
Bullshit. I don't
Dude.
need to be born in the 1940s to watch Archie Griffin run the ball.
hey, Pops, this guy's went back and watched all of that.
You know how many?
I think he's watched every single Ohio State game that has ever been televised.
Do you know how many times I've watched Michigan versus Ohio State from like 1930s all the way up? They have it everywhere. You just got to look for it.
Brandon's technologically
You know what?
stupid,
I
but
don't
he
even-
knows how to find Ohio State
I
games.
don't even think he remembered the John Cooper error.
Yes, I have. I've watched it.
Have you?
Yes.
Really?
Or,
In Ohio State, Michigan. when Ohio State walked in number 2 in the nation against Ohio State or
Against-
against Michigan
Is that just
in,
PTSD for you?
our house.
Is that PTSD for you?
P what?
PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. If I got to spell it out for you, I can.
Uh,
POST.
I give you a
Does it
POST.
give you trauma? Like,
Well, yeah, because that's when I turned to Michigan.
which I'll never understand. You're a Cleveland Browns fan, and you've been loyal to them for since you were born, but yet Michigan beats us once
Dude,
in a great mood,
I'm telling
and
you.
now you're not
Okay,
loyal.
okay, fans.
You're not loyal.
Back then, Ohio State had the most best running back I loved in my life, Eddie George.
That wasn't
One I admired and loved. I mean, this dude had one more Heisman Trophy, and he would have tied Archie Griffin for the 2 Heisman trophies.
You could say that about every Heisman winner ever,
Now,
including Caleb Williams.
now, but Eddie George won it his junior year. So proud of that dude. He earned that Heisman Trophy, his first one.
Mm-hmm.
And he was killing it his senior year. I mean, killing it.
Brandon, chime. You want to say something?
I do, but I'm waiting for him to get done because it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, in the first quarter of the Michigan Ohio State game, they were running the hell out of Eddie George.
Okay.
Not the half.
Let's go.
No running at all. No running at all.
Wait,
They never handed him the ball besides once or twice. That's it.
Oh, I remember this. This pissed you off so much.
It made me so mad that they only gave him like 20 some carries when they gave him 30, 35 carries a game.
So I guess my
If my running game is kicking ass on another team and it's a rivalry game, I'm going to run the shit out of that quarterback running back.
so my question is that if you could be loyal to the Cleveland Browns who lose and never win a Super Bowl, it takes one game for you to just give up on Ohio State.
Yeah, but we were number 2 in the nation.
So fucking what?
We had if we would have won that game, we would have won the national championship.
Do you know how many times we've choked in the playoffs recently?
It wasn't the playoffs back then.
Wide left.
It wasn't no playoffs back then.
Ouch.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
Defeated.
how can you be loyal to the Cleveland Browns and then turn around and not be loyal
Because
to Ohio State?
I hated John Cooper.
One fucking game?
He
One
He's
game.
questioning
Because that's
your
all you ever
loyalty.
talk about.
Would you cheat on your wife because she failed at one
No.
thing? Then why'd you cheat on your team?
I would never cheat on my wife.
So why'd you cheat on your team?
One game. One game? Because that's all you ever bring up. Is that one game.
Well, that and
Well, I hate
let's
to
not
tell you.
forget that he's
No, let's not forget. I did like Ohio State before.
that's what we're getting at.
But that's only the only game. You bring up.
There's one coach I really loved and admired.
Jim Tressel.
Oh, I love Jim.
But no, that's what he's saying.
Love Jim Tressel.
So what's the problem here?
He was better. He was better than Urban Meyer. Better.
Okay.
They both only have one national
If they
championship.
ever faced one another as coaches,
Urban Meyer would
they
win.
never. Nope.
Urban Meyer would have won.
Nope. Tressel would win.
They both had one national
No.
championship.
Pops, I think the big thing here is that we found is you love Jim Harbaugh style of coaching. You love that ground and pound.
Oh yeah.
You love that old school. I'm surprised you're not a Nebraska fan.
Nebraska.
Yeah. All they know how to do is run the ball. Until now.
I'm surprised you're not.
Literally this year.
I'm surprised you're not a Rossford Bulldogs fan.
Because that's all they did.
That's all
or-
Otsego does.
Hey, Army.
Otsego. Yep.
How's Army not your team? That's all they do is run the football.
That's all they do.
It's what you like. And
This-
that's fine.
I go back to the
But the question
Bo
here,
Schembechler era.
the
And
question,
this is what I believe in as a coach.
the question
You
that
be
Brandon
able to run the ball. You can pass it.
Pops, the question that Brandon's asking is how are you loyal to Cleveland, but you've never been loyal to a college football team? That's the question that you have avoided for the last
I
7 minutes. That's a tough one.
You got mad at one game and quit. But
It
but the
is
Browns
tough.
the Browns can go 0-16 and you're still a Browns fan. That doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like you were just like, oh, well, one game, screw it. I'm gonna be like everybody else in my family and be a Michigan fan now.
I think I think that plays a big role here. He was surrounded by Michigan fans his entire life, so all he heard was how Michigan, 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 and then he witnessed a really, really bad, according to him and what he saw, he hated what he saw from Ohio State, so he jumped the fence.
You want to know? You really want to know?
Yeah, we've been wanting to know for years
Okay.
because it can't just be one game if you're a Cleveland. fan.
Okay. I'll be honest with y'all. I was a big Ohio State fan.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. And I thought Ohio State with with uh with the what with the running back we had,
Okay.
I thought we were going to beat Michigan. Coming in number 2 in the nation, walking in to the big house.
We're still talking about one game.
One game. It's
No,
still that one game.
Wait. Hold up.
Okay, keep going.
And I thought, man, what a big rivalry. Big brother versus little bro.
But that's Michigan, Michigan State.
Huh?
That's Michigan,
That's
Michigan State.
Michigan, Michigan State.
No. This ain't it.
This is daddy.
Daddy versus son.
See no, but this is Lori versus Floyd.
Okay.
Uncle Floyd.
The same guy that called me after 10 years of them losing straight.
Okay. You know how it feels, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah.
Because for 10 straight years, we're whipping your ass until.
But when you get that, now listen, when you get that phone call, okay, and you know how it feels, and you get that phone call after number 2 in the nation, undefeated, and here comes your little bro calling you, and you delete it, call, stop, and you got to answer it, and you hear. We whooped your ass. We beat you up. We suffered you like we handed you like hand baskets.
Oh, yeah. After that, what happened after 01 to all the way up to now? Can you really brag now?
No.
Okay. Well, that's where loyalty comes in. Because I told him, I said, we're going to go on a long ass streak and then you're going to shut the hell up. What happened? Braxton Miller came into play.
And you beat us all
Beat your
4
ass.
years.
JT Barrett.
Fucking Ray.
JT Barrett came in.
That was 5.
That was 5 straight.
He Ray.
Ariel Jones came in. We won a national championship.
Hey.
All right. Well, loyalty comes into play. And I never wavered from Ohio State.
Okay. I'm gonna
Fairness,
I'm gonna take this guy and he's gonna pee on Michigan. Let's go, Ohio State.
no, we're not doing that.
No, that's not what this was about.
Slow again.
That's not what this is about. I was just saying, you're.
But I don't like Day.
That's fine. Chuck doesn't like.
I don't
Day.
like that.
But you can't back.
Can't win big games.
You can't back away from. He has a great record against not ranked opponents.
Against nobody's.
Yeah,
Against nobodies. And you're right. The top 5 rank is a freaking problem because you're not going to win a national championship
Being
if
top 5.
if you can't win the big games.
Yep.
But it's that he wins games though.
Two.
So did Jim Harbaugh, and I always complained about Jim Harbaugh because you couldn't win big games there for a long time too.
I know that, but
And
it's a problem.
I also agree with you guys. I don't know how it could be, but and I think Jim Harbaugh knew he had to go to the NFL.
Well,
Because if he stayed in college, there'd have been more than meets the eye in the punishment.
He's been fighting to get into the NFL for a while now.
Right.
Get back into the NFL.
Get back into the NFL.
Here's the audience wants to come in.
What is it? Oh, but anyway, I'm done. That wasn't. I just wanted to know because you're so loyal to the Browns, and one game turned you into a Michigan fan. I just wanted an explanation.
It was one mean brother.
Huh?
Even though he made fun of me.
It was one mean brother that made you waver.
I just every time I get that phone call,
I got the same phone call.
You guys can't win a game and you're number 2 in the nation.
Hey guy, I got the same phone call. You never did it. He did.
I never did it because I knew how it felt.
It didn't make me feel like anything. I just knew. I knew these days would come.
I hated bragging.
It's not
I
these
hated
days.
the bragging.
We've lost 3 straight. They're back on top right now.
Yeah, for now.
Let's just be clear.
And plus, it's part of the rivalry.
It's not going to happen this year, but okay. So let's get back on track. Let's
let's get
veer
back
to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the week. We got Shy Tuttle. 2 forced fumbles.
Shy Tuttle.
He's the only one with multiple turnover opportunities
Wow.
this week.
Wow.
All right.
And that's insane because Shy
That
Tuttle,
is-
really?
That's twice in a row, isn't it?
No.
No? Once?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the first time we've had a Panther on this list.
A Panther. Wow.
4 tackles, 7 assists, 2 forced fumbles. All right, let's get to our offensive player of the week. Brandon, who you got?
I have Jameis Winston.
Famous Jameis.
Jameis Winston. Yes.
27 completions on 41 attempts for 334 yards and 3 touchdowns. Also 2 carries for 2 yards.
Yep.
I put up Kirk Cousins, 23 of 29, 276 and 4 tutties, along with 3 carries for 16 yards. Who knew Kirk Cousins could run the ball?
Yeah, but I'm sorry to say, Jameis Winston, man, did you see him circling his players?
I saw him
Right
do it
by
with more talent than Kirk Cousins did.
Ooh.
But yet he threw it right over.
That's true.
I also seen him throw for less touchdowns. And have less rushing yards than Kirk Cousins.
I'll give it to Kirk Cousins.
All right, we'll give it to Kirk Cousins.
QBR difference here is Jameis Winston, not saying Jameis Winston didn't have a phenomenal football game.
Oh,
He had a QBR of 123.87. Kirk Cousins is 156.77. Kirk Cousins did things.
Yeah, but Kirk Cousins was almost 80%. Look at Jameis Winston.
65.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I think Kirk Cousins is on a better team. They played a team that has a worse defense than the Ravens.
Right.
I mean, you have other aspects
Right.
here where you can definitely make the Jameis argument for being player of the week. And I think he's definitely a great shout out, right?
Right.
But I think when we break everything down and you look, it's a 4 touchdown game.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
But you also got your receivers, too, to back you up, too.
Who are nowhere near as good as what Kirk Cousins is used to.
Right. Absolutely.
Because nobody holds a candle to Jay Jetta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's out here doing it with Darnell Mooney.
Kyle Pitt.
Drake London.
And Kyle Pitt is a tight end.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts had 4 catches for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is insane because Kyle Pitts came into the league, had all this hype around him, and he did nothing with it.
Well, it's this. Once when you come in as a rookie and they give you all that hype, and then your chips on your shoulder, and that's where it's all due. And
I feel like you're defending Caleb Williams right now, and I don't like it.
For me?
Yep.
Uh-oh. And now I'm talking about Kyle Pitt. I ain't talking
I
about
know.
Caleb Williams.
I know, but that your argument for Kyle Pitts sucking last year is the same argument somebody can make for Caleb Williams right now.
Huh. Maybe you feel guilty.
I don't. Caleb Williams sucks.
He had to have no line. So what? So what?
Oh, now you are defending Caleb Williams.
He don't have an O line.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, maybe that's something the Bears should have thought about before getting rid of their franchise quarterback.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. 100%.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Peanut
Stop.
gallery. Stay out of it.
Stop distracting me.
So while we're filming this, it just hit 12:17 right now. So college football's on, but we're gonna finish up the show.
Yes, we are.
That's more important.
Our fans are more important. Amen.
We are filming on a Saturday due to the fact that Pops here got sick earlier in the week, and I went to a hockey game last night.
Yes.
So I think that's it for our NFL stuff. I think are we going Kirk?
We are going.
Okay, Kirk Cousins is going to be Player of the Week, Garage Sports Player of the Week, and we're giving a big shout out to Famous Jameis.
Famous Jameis, yes.
Hopefully he can keep doing that with Cleveland too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amen.
Right. Now we're going to bring up our video, and we're going to blame people for throwing picks because we like doing that. And here we got Matt Stafford in a clean pocket.
Stafford throwing.
Oh, that's definitely Matthew Stafford. Way overthrowing his wide receiver.
Brandon
Stafford.
They've run this a few times. Mayfield.
All right, so this one's tough. I got to see, what did the pocket look like here?
Yeah, because I didn't see it. Oh, my. That's clean.
He's ready to throw before this guy even comes loose.
They've run this a few times. Mayfield.
That's on Baker for underthrowing his target.
Yep.
Baker.
Fires! Mayfield. Down the...
Ball hawker.
Good defensive play.
Like, we got a clean pocket.
Mayfield.
That is a beautiful ball hawk, but
I love the defensive play.
Here's where my problem is. So you got this guy right here making this curl.
Mayfield.
There's a guy behind him, but he's going to have that ball. Like, you have a better option to throw this to. So I'll chalk it up, and I'll give you a mix between defensive play and Baker.
I'm going good defensive play. Man, that guy was right there. He knew where Baker was throwing to. And he ball hawked it.
I'm going to go with Baker.
Okay.
I'm on good with good.
Down the sideline, and there's A.J. Terrell.
Let me look at that.
Clean pocket. Jordan Love. That's on our bust of the week, Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Love's pass near side. Have to slow down.
Oh, goodness gracious. Look at that pocket. That looks gorgeous. He's got all day.
Trevor.
That down, especially against good opposition.
And that's on Trevor Lawrence.
That is on Trevor Lawrence.
No, it's not. That's a good deep play.
No, that's Trevor Lawrence.
You want to try that again over there, Jags fan?
Yeah.
Hate seeing that.
Whose fault was it?
Trevor Lawrence.
There we go.
Trevor Lawrence.
And now Lawrence is picked off.
Today.
All right. Looks like he's getting a little pressure from the right, but not enough.
Against Chicago. Deep shot.
I'm saying good defensive play. He swatted the ball and gave it right to his
Did he
corner.
really just swat it to the safety?
Yeah. He just swatted it to him.
Yep.
I'm going defensive play, and Joe Burrow should have never thrown that football.
Okay.
What do you think, B?
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
Day against Chicago. Deep shot.
Rudolph, good protection, pumps, throws it.
And where do you think Joe Burrow always throws to? Jamar Chase.
Yep.
That's
Rudolph.
why they swatted the ball.
So this pocket's atrocious, but it's good enough right here if he throws that ball right now instead of
Good
protection. And he pump fakes
Protection, pumps, throws.
People. He had him or him. He could have went to him.
Mm-hmm.
He could went to 81.
Yep. This pump fake
81
was
right here.
Rudolph.
Right there. 81. Right there.
Good protection, pumps, throws, and it's intercepted.
Take the sack.
I would have.
Take the sack. You're being hit. Take the sack. I'm going. Well, they didn't block.
Yeah, I'll go O-line.
Intercepted. Rudolph over the middle, and it's
Yeah, that baited.
This one's on Rudolph.
Rudolph over the middle, and it's intercepted.
That's Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Wow. That was just a good defensive play. He stepped right into it.
Okay.
By Kirby Joseph.
All right, we got a clean pocket for AR5
An incompletion.
and a horrible throw.
Double teamed.
That's on Richardson.
Yeah, it is.
Picked off. Allen zips one forward.
Ooh.
This one's interesting. So I see nice clean pocket, but it looks like there's
Allen.
some slips here.
Zips one forward.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, that's all on Allen.
That's tough.
I'm gonna call good defensive play because look how he did.
Zips.
Remember how you do that 5-step block?
5-yard bump and run.
Bump and run. He bumped him out of his slant.
In which case, the ball shouldn't have came to him.
Right,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Which
So,
is where we put it back on Allen.
I'm putting it on. I'm gonna say great defensive play.
I'm going to put it on Allen.
Allen zips one forward. And it's intercepted by Seattle.
That is not a clean pocket. That is a very, very dirty pocket.
Dirty.
Yeah, very dirty.
Smith in trouble. Back pedals. Bad.
Oh.
That's a good defensive
Oh.
play or an old. No, it's not O-line because this is a screen.
O-line. Yeah, screen.
Back pedal.
Great defensive play. Getting the tip and getting it to go to your guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad pass, and it is
Picked.
off.
All right. Looks like a clean.
Pocket clean. Throws behind the.
Oh.
Ooh, let me see that again.
4th and 5.
Order.
Yep.
Why would you be going for it on
Because
fourth?
you're down
Wow.
by 21. And you're on your side of the field.
True. True.
But
Let
then
me-
why
let
is
me-
Bryce Young throwing a terrible?
Let me see the pass.
Pocket clean.
Cover throws his receiver.
I'm going Bryce Young.
I'm going Bryce Young.
Yeah, I'm gonna go quarterback.
Throws behind the receiver and picked.
Okay, we got a guy.
Young looks left, throws that way. Coker goes.
Horrible throw.
Horrible.
Underthrew it.
He underthrew it.
That's on Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Goes up, but is brought down by McLaughlin.
Mahomes, they double. Oh, that ball's to.
That's a good deep play.
Raiders got a good D play
Mm-hmm.
for the Raiders.
Let me see. Let me see that again. Oh yeah, that was a good deep. Let me see.
You got a clean pocket. Mahomes throws.
Mahomes, they double. Oh,
Immediately.
Yeah, but that D tackle had his hands right there and
Yep.
blocked his arm.
Yep.
Good
I'd
deep
say
play.
good D.
that ball's to.
Yeah, that's what we're all saying.
Yep.
Picked off.
Prescott steps up, throws it down the sideline to Kavanaugh.
I'm gonna go with O-line.
O-line. Definite O-line. Watch.
Yeah, that O-line collapsed.
That O-line collapsed big time. Look at that. And that D tackle, that D end right there on the left side.
Mr. Nick Bosa.
Yeah, that right
Because
there.
Mr. Nick
And
Bosa's
he
the one
had
that
to
did it.
step up. And when he stepped up, he stepped with his front foot.
Here's where
threw
my
it.
problem with this is, though. You got guys right here. Why are we still forcing it downfield?
I don't know. 1st and 10, down by a field goal.
First quarter.
First quarter.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I know why.
Throws it down the sideline.
I'm gonna go with O-line / Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I'm going O-line / Dak Prescott.
O-line.
Javonte.
Prescott. Yep.
Turpin, it's intercepted. Moves the pocket. Throws on the run.
That
Sideline.
was all Dak.
Oh,
that one's all
man,
Dak.
you don't throw on the run.
You remember when I said I cried? This
Yeah.
was the play I cried at.
This is the play you tried at?
Like,
Pocket. Throws on the run. Sideline.
you're underthrowing CD Lamb instead of CD Lamb's got him.
Okay, I got
Got him
another.
deep
I
here.
got another question too. Why is your big receiver running a low?
This one?
Yeah, and your other one's running high. Why are you doing a different
It's a levels concept.
scheme?
It's a levels concept.
It's a levels concept. So when the guy underneath, he can bring that other DB short, or the guy deep brings the DB.
Don't you
Deep.
want to spread the offense?
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, but you're not spreading it by having two wide receivers.
Oh, you are. You are. And here's how.
How?
So check it. Everybody came in on this guy, right?
Yeah.
So now your job, let's throw it over their heads to CD. Only, here's the problem.
Throws on the run.
No.
We threw it short.
So
He's going to draw something up for you. We can get into that after if you want.
All right. Here's the levels concept.
Sideline.
And then, like, he runs a underneath route. Then you got CD who kind of does this, and then he rolls out. So you got you can run it. Like if he's guarding this guy, you can lob it over his head.
oh.
And instead of lobbing it over his head, we decided not to lob it over his head. You make people
Underthrow it.
bite. You make people bite on the run opportunity. You make people come up to guard this level, whereas that back level is going to be more open, which is what happened. Only the problem is he tried to bullet it in there instead of lob it over their head and hit the big play.
Ah.
All right, now we got Danny Dimes with two wide open receivers right in front of him. But, okay, so it's 2nd and 10, 39 seconds. Down by 8.
Yeah,
We got a hard situation.
Pressure. Passes high.
And we still throw it short and overthrow it.
I don't care. I'm going with Danny Dimes. He missed.
Sure. Passes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to see the pressure here.
Pressure.
I don't see the
I
pressure
don't
here.
see no pressure either.
I mean, we got a guy coming free finally, but it's post throw.
Sure. Passes
There.
Yeah, this is a terrible
Yeah.
throw. This is on Danny
Terrible.
Dimes.
Mm-hmm.
high and intercepted.
Yeah, terrible throw.
All right. Well, that's
right.
it for that. And that's it for us.
That's it, folks, for Garage Sports Ohio.
We love
Have a great
Peace
day
out,
and
y'all.
watch all the football you can.
Peace out.
We're going to go watch the Ohio State game now.
Yep.
Yeah.